I spoke with a few people here about that, but the numbers are amazing. Up to now, 168 million people already used at least once PIX in Brazil, which is 70% of the total population, or 90% of the adult population. And if you think that like 7 years ago, we were talking about unbanked people or population in Brazil. Now everybody is using, of course, Nubank helped a lot with that. But this also is an important number, 15 million of businesses using PIXs. And this has a relation with a session that Eduardo did here about B2B, how companies are trying to buy online and pay using PIX. So it's an amazing number. Only the first half of this year, $2 trillion in transactions, 29 billion transactions. And now PIX is 14% of the total instant payments around the world. So it is a phenomenon, has changed a lot the situation in Brazil. And this, of course, brought us some change in the landscape, which is funny to see. João said that in the beginning. According to PCMI and our projections here, PIX will lead the online purchase in 2025 in Brazil. There are some doubts if it's 25 or 26, but don't doubt on that. We will surpass cards in Brazil. So probably in 25, 44% will be PIX. And this is also something very strange for me, because when we started the company, credit cards, even with all the problems that Nubank said to us, was the major payment method. And now, for us, was a suffering process to sell Boleto Bancário as an APM at the time. Was our first payment method. And now you can see that. That's why companies in the past called card schemes. Now they call themselves as a network or network of networks. We don't do cards anymore. Everybody's going to that, and this is a phenomenon in Brazil, and we will see UPI in a few moments as well in India, but in all places. And this is a major change. And this is also interesting because PIX was created, of course, aiming the P2P transactions, but this P2B or P2M it's amazing because it's rising and rising double of the P2P. So P2P is rising like the growth of P2P is like 60% a year. P2B is 120%. 40% of the transactions made by people now in Brazil to business are with PIX. We are talking about almost 300 billion in transactions in 2024. Of course, this one is online and offline transactions. And we see that in 26% of the total transactions, online transactions in Latam, will be by PIX. So there is a huge opportunity here because of the growth. P2P is the time to do it. But we had a small problem, with the payment methods, with the options, with the recurrent. And now this is changing because of the roadmap of the central bank.